Well, hey, good morning. Welcome to American Reversion. I'm Steve Smith. I've been working outside and my throat's a little scratchy, and I just got done shooting one for integrative preparedness. It's a little bit like this one, but a little bit different. And I want to talk for just a minute about the Seed of Tyranny. I was writing on my book this morning, and we're getting to a chapter to where those of you who have read the Stonemont series, by the way, I remembered to bring it out here today, and like I so often forget to do, I'll get back to that in a second. The Stonemont series is, again, my books. For those of you who don't know that I wrote these books, I get emails and texts and things and comments quite often, more often than I would imagine, from people who said, "I didn't know you wrote those books. I've read those books, and I've been watching you for a long time, and I didn't know you were the one that wrote those books." Well, I am. There I am up there. Well, I am, and it is the Stonemont series. And it is once again available with autographs. I had to take a break there for a while because I just got snowed under and there were delivery problems and things like that, but we can do it again. And so now, if you'd like, you can get autographed copies from me. The books are, the first one is the Reversion, then the Revival, then the Renewal, then An Appeal to Heaven, and then the Blessings of Freedom. And if you order them from me, I can't get them to you as quickly as Amazon, because they concentrate on getting my books to you quickly, right? Which I appreciate, but it takes longer to get them from me. The information is right down here under. If you'd like to support us, go to Patreon. That link is down there, and then underneath that, I think, is how to get the books either from Amazon, and then it has a P.O. box that you can send your request to me to get an autographed copy. And I love doing it. I mean, I love giving it that way. People will say, "Well, do you make more money one way or the other?" I don't know. I probably make a little bit more doing it this way. To be honest, I haven't figured it out. I imagine I make a couple of bucks more per book doing it that way. But the cost, if you want it, is $15 per book, as I put down there. That includes the book, the shipping, the handling, the tax, everything like that. And it like I say, you won't get it as fast as you get it from Amazon, but you'll get it. And just let me know what you'd like me to write in the beginning. If you want, I have a lot of people ask me to send sets to friends or kids, as gifts, and they tell me what they like written in the front to the whatever. Just let me know, and I'm happy to do it as long as I don't have to lie or say bad words or anything. So anyway, love. I'm glad to be able to do that again, and if you like it, that's the way to get it. Okay, as I said, I was writing today the latest book, and I still haven't decided on a title for it. And for those of you who are familiar with the Stonemont series, what's going on is we're in a scene now with Augustus Carpenter, who's the patriarch of the Carpenter family down in South Carolina, the LaShane, it's called, the family farm or plantation or whatever, and they call them plantations, so it's not a racial term necessarily, and they're down around Abbeville, and that's the area that my family was from until they decided they wanted no more of the unpleasantness and moved west through Tennessee to Missouri. And for those of you who know a little bit of our history of the United States and of the Second Rebellion, or have read my books, the particular importance of Abbeville. Okay, if you don't know, you have to read my books. So anyway, Augustus, the patriarch, has just received a letter from some of the other leaders throughout the South, and there's been talk about reconstituting the old Confederacy as a way to administer the southeastern part, and we're going to develop exactly what it encompasses through the books. And so there's been talk about that. And Tucker, short Tuck, one of his sons, because the other son, Sawyer, is still back at Stonemont, is sitting down with him, and he's asking him what he thinks about it. And Augustus, called also Augie by his wife, says, well, Tuck says, are you going to the convention? He says, Augustus says, of course, because they're calling a convention to talk about this. He says, whether a reconstitution is possible, it will certainly be an interesting exercise and perhaps historical, and I'd like you all to come as well. Tuck looked at his father closely. What if they ask you to be president? Augustus shook his head slowly. No, that's not a job for me. Let me scroll down here. I'm sorry, this will be the last time I have to do this. No, maybe not. Tuck leaned forward. But everyone looks up to you. If there's going to be a new Confederacy, it needs a strong leader like you, someone people will follow. Augustus shook his head again. I disagree. Strong leaders are needed in the homes of the people, the communities, and the sovereign states. If history has taught us anything, it is that the creation of a strong central government is the seed of tyranny, and the tree from which it grows is the hanging tree of liberty. He looked out the window at the fields. Sorry, I have to adjust this one more time. He looked out the window at the fields sloping away from the house. Our ancestors came to this land and built what we have with their bare hands, guts, and trust in God. Generations followed them doing the same. He looked back at his son. We have fought against tyranny more than once, and each time they tried to crush us, yet here we are. He shook his head again. No, I will not support the planting of a seed I know will grow to threaten our future generations. So, we've talked about, and, it's a famous saying, and we've all got the t-shirt about the tree of liberty. But as I was writing this, and this is one of those things that just kind of seeped out as I was writing, we need to take a good hard look at what is the hanging tree of liberty. And that, in my opinion, is a strong central government. Those of you who are schooled in history know that this goes clear back to the change from the Articles of Confederation to the Constitution. Matter of fact, one of my ancestors was a member of both Continental Congresses, was a signer of the Declaration of Independence, and his son, as was his father before, governors of South Carolina. So, I've kind of I'm kind of have an interest in school in this kind of things, and when we went from the Articles of Confederation to the Constitution, we established, in my opinion, the seed that grew into the hanging tree of liberty. So, I think I just want to make that point now. That's my opinion. Share yours. If you're new here, we share our opinions respectfully, thoughtfully. Opinions are welcome and respected unless they're disrespectful in themselves, and then we wash them away because we don't put up with that stuff here. I don't allow the seed of rudeness to take root. I pull it out. So what do you think? Anyway, let me know what you think. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm later today perhaps, because I had a different video planned with some of the craziness of the day that I wanted to talk about. This just happened because I was writing and it spewed forth out of my mind. So let me know what you think about that. And again, the books are again available in autographed form. And the way to get them is down there. If you'd like to support the channel, which we appreciate, there's also a way to do that, and I think the link's down there. Come join us as a member over on Patreon. It's just $1 a month, and your support will be well used. I assure you of that. So you all have a great day, and remember that America needs a reversion or something, and I need you to be a part of it. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.